Colne FC TV here with the gaffer, following today's 2-0 victory over Prescot Cables. Gaffer, I know it seems like forever since we last spoke. Just how would you assess today's game?
Weird, really. I think it was one of the best performances, especially the first half. When you're playing football like we did today, it's replicating what we've trained with this week, which is great. And I think as a team we've kept ourselves ticking over. I've not put too much emphasis on running in the off-season, as in that's what it feels like the last few weeks. But the break we've managed well, and they've definitely brought it into the game today. And obviously with Reece on fire, he's got us the win. So yeah, it's been good.
In terms of the goals, another brace for Reece. Obviously he scored a brace against City Liverpool before the break. Obviously the first goal, the keeper's made a great save and somehow it's ended up in the back of the net, and then a penalty in the second half. Just how would you assess Reece's contribution in the 2 goals he scored today?
He's followed on, hasn't he? Since we obviously was a break 6 weeks ago. He's always on the shoulder, he's powerful, and the power he got on the shot, obviously, yeah, he saved it, but the pace of the shots took it in. For me, it's a sign of a good team, because the luck will be on your side if you do everything else really well. And the penalty, obviously, it took a bit of a nick on the way through off the keeper, but no, I'm really pleased for Reece. He's really put himself for me as the number 9. He's running the line, he's not just doing that, he's dropping down, helping the team out. But we know what he's got going forward, and that fills you with confidence.
In terms of the 2 halves together, how would you, obviously, in the first half there weren't many clear-cut chances in the first half, but we were a lot more creative in the second half. Just what did you have to say to the boys at half-time to get them G'd up for the second half?
Yeah, I agree with that. I think we had more of the ball the first half. Even though when the game was fresh, I think we had the battle for the first 10-12 minutes, and we came out with the ball more. It was just showing that calmness, a bit more nous on the ball, which we did. But like you said, it was all possession-based football. It was in between both 18-yard boxes, and then obviously the second half we got ourselves closer to the goal. But listen, we're managing it. We're managing the conditions. We're not just managing how we play week in, week out. You've got to deal with the weather, and that's why I went a bit more direct in the first part. But once we went more direct, we got the ball down and we took the game to them. Speaking
of the weather, I bet you're used to this bad weather by now. It's been every week, so we've had rain. Just how would you assess Daniel Thorpe's performance today? I know he didn't have a great deal to do, but a clean sheet on your debut. I know conceding goals is something you wanted to get rid of. We've conceded silly goals when we've been in a big, large winning position. Is that something you've been working on during the break?
Just been working on the intensity, and intensity keeps the ball in front of you, because if you work hard, then obviously your shape does the work for you. Dan obviously came in on the last minute last night. It was late. We've been running around all week. We've had a few keepers fixed up, ready to go, but for whatever reason we couldn't get it over the line. And Dan stepped in. I mean, he's an experienced lad. The chairman knows him through the club, so credit to him today. He stepped in. He was focused from the first minute goal. Did he have too much to do? No. But when he did, he was there, and his position and his kicking was perfect. So, no, that's tough, by the way, for someone to come into a group where they've not met before. And obviously, we'll have our keeper back as the week goes on. But for today, massive credit to him. But look, the confidence is in front of the group. I don't remember a clear-cut chance created by Prescot. I don't remember many chances created by us. Like I said, I thought most of the ball was in the middle of the park today. But we just kind of run the clock down and it was successful.
Yeah, I thought the lads at midfield were fantastic. It was great to see Tom Brown back into the team. Charlie Russell was very creative in and out and possession. Willow, his tenacity was right there. It was from the defence to the midfield to the 2 strikers. It was overall a complete performance.
Yeah, I just said to the lads in there, the backbone to the team it's very strong. Probably one of the strongest I've seen in any team that I've worked with for this level of football. No doubt about it. I think people forget the hours what these lads put in away from the football with the full-time jobs and everything else. If they can come to training and they can turn up on match days and work that hard, you know that the group's very close, and you know that the togetherness is bang on. So for me, put the football and the technical and the tactics to the side. You get that right, I mean, you're 80% there. So it's a credit to them. And I said to them before the game, I thanked them for making me enjoy the football again. Thanked them for turning up week in, week out, rolling their sleeves up and enjoying themselves. Because you've got to do that. For me, it's the person first. If they're happy, I'm happy, and I can trust them week in, week out. But listen, the midfield have to do it week in, week out, don't they? We haven't changed. I've only made one change there today because we're comfortable. So no, listen, not just the 3 midfielders, but Brown is input. He's come back in a great nick. So has Chaz. We've had a few injuries. And credit to our the physio side in Tally and Ash, who's really got our boys back up to speed, and it's definitely shone today. So no, really happy.
I know that fitness is something that's very important to you, and the intensity of our play. During the lockdown break, have the lads been keeping very fit like they would do normally?
Yeah, I've not chased them, I've trusted them, but we have sent out programmes week in, week out, and they've had to send in a few timings and things like every club will do. Sometimes when you get suspended again, you're in that driving seat, you sat third in the league and you think, oh, how are we going to come back? But if you've seen the training this week, Tuesday, Thursday, there was nothing to worry about. I don't mean that in a disrespectful way to the opposition, but I think you've seen today the difference in that first half of how quick we can play and how hard we can work. The challenge now is to continue with that. So it's recovery, it's wrap the boys up, let them enjoy the build up to Christmas. We will train Tuesday night in preparation for Boxing Day, but let's enjoy our time together. That's what, for me, I'm building the team on.
I know that you're not a person to continuously look at the league table, but that win puts us joint top with Ramsbottom and Workington. It's a long season, so you can't really look at that just yet, but you must be pleased with the progress you've made so far this season.
No, massive. If we're saying now we're joint first going into the Boxing Day game, it makes the feel-good factor there. The plan was to be in the mixer come this time, because then you can plan for the second half of the season. And we're competing against teams who, you know what I mean, they've been in this division a long time. They've got the investment, you know what I mean. We're well looked after. It's a massive credit to the chairman in regards to the structure and how things are all about. And no, for me, if we're up in that region of them quality teams, then we're in a good place moving to the second half of the season. But are we going to finish the season? You know what I mean? We don't know what's going to happen with the pandemic and everything else. And that was one of the reasons why I wanted the game on today. I wanted the points on the table. I wanted to enjoy the break now.
Now, after a 2-month break, it was great to see a limited amount of fans back in Holt House today. They were very vocal, considering there was very few of them here.
Brilliant. Always I went up to them all at the end, wish them all the best for the Christmas, which I do, and I really do hope that they have a great time, because it made a difference. Our 150 fans, and obviously there wasn't any fans there for the opposition. It just proved to me what impact they have. But no, the lads love it. They're playing out for everyone, playing out the skin for everyone, the club, the volunteers, myself, the staff. So no, let's enjoy the victory.
Obviously we're back here on Boxing Day, and like you said, what is the approach the exact same? Just try to score as many goals as we can, like we've been doing, but at the same time keep a defensive mind as well.
The approach will always be the same, but you've just got to consider what hurdles we've got now, which is obviously Christmas Day and the boys looking after themselves. But for me, you've got to go and enjoy that time with the family. They do what they can do for us today, working that hard, then go and get as much turkey down as you can. But no, the plan is the plan. We'll train next Tuesday, like I said. The lads will then have the time on Christmas Eve, and then we'll report here next Saturday.
Thank you, Gaffer. You and all the lads, a very Merry Christmas.
Thank you, Tom. Thanks very much.